Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements, and in this video we are going to be reviewing the latest sensation, I Care a Lot, which is a psychological thriller movie that sees Rosamund Pike take on another iconic villainous role, except this time it tells the narrative from the antagonist point of view. The film purposefully makes you feel uncomfortable and really does put a chill down your spine. It's also got plenty of twists and turns throughout, and also has quite a few action sequences in the second and third and final act. And at the end of this movie, it really questions whether or not someone with this much villainy, whether or not they can actually get away with it, which is really interesting, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So the film tells the story of unemotional and sociopathic Marla Grayson, who plays the legal system in scamming elderly people out of their money, homes and possessions, and shutting them off from their friends and family in her assisted care homes, which you can also see as a bit of a prison as well. One day she scams an elderly lady who is linked to a gangster family, and so the film explores whether or not she can get away with her elaborate schemes and whether or not she has actually met her match in this gangster leader. So from a cast and characters point of view, I'd say I Care a Lot has a bit of a mixed cast, some miscast and some brilliant cast performances. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Rosamund Pike, who gives an outstanding, excellent performance as the Marla Grayson character. She's very chilling, very abusive and truly unstoppable. She has excellent dialogue in this movie, both in person to characters and also as a narrator in this film. She has a truly steely personality that is just totally unfazed by anything that comes her way, and she also feels no remorse when she steals people's money and truly goes after power. Next up we have Peter Dinklage, and I'd have to say this is a bit of a miscast role in my opinion, as he plays Roman Lunzo, the gang leader in this film. Now Peter Dinklage is a great actor, obviously in Game of Thrones he was absolutely outstanding, but I can't really take him seriously, especially after that dreadful performance in Pixels, and in this movie I just feel like he's a bit too comedic and doesn't really have the threatening gangster leader vibe that I feel really needs to be in contrast to Rosamund Pike's outstanding performance. So I just feel like Peter Dinklage wasn't the right actor for this role. Next up we have Eiza Gonzalez from Bloodshot, and in this movie she plays Marla Grayson's love interest. And I'd say that's pretty much all you see from this character. There's little to no character development, and she's just basically playing Marla's love interest. She obviously helps her out in certain sequences. She is a bit of her partner in crime, but you don't really see any character growth, unfortunately, which is a real shame, as it would have been really nice to see more from this character. But either way, Rosamund Pike does an outstanding performance and really leads the film really well. So from a visuals point of view, this movie does look great. You know, like I said, there are a few action sequences, especially some underwater action sequences, and they look absolutely brilliant in this movie. You can really see how cold the Marla Grayson character is, and you really feel that in all of the different set pieces that she's in, such as the care homes themselves, which like I said do feel like a bit of a prison for all of the inmates. You also get to see the legal system, and you can see how cold and steely this character is, and also in her office where she's really unapologetic. And I also feel like the director and producers also had some social commentary on the capitalist society and the exploitative nature that certain people follow. So from a visuals point of view, I feel like the message was being communicated really well. So from a comparison point of view, of course, we are going to compare I Care a Lot to Gone Girl, as the Amy Dunne character is a little bit similar to the Marla Grayson character, especially in terms of the narrative style of this movie and the fact that you're following a bit of a villain story. So I do feel like there are a lot of comparisons. In terms of the two movies, I still definitely prefer Gone Girl to I Care a Lot, and in terms of, like I said, the fact that they are narrative led from a villain's point of view, I'd also say you can somewhat compare it to Joker and to Maleficent in terms of films that are centered around villains. So overall, I have to say the first act of I Care a Lot is incredibly uncomfortable to watch, but from the second act and the third act, I'd have to say it really does get a lot more gripping and really does shed a light into how sociopathic and abusive people operate, and how you can really identify them and how you really need to stay away from them as well. And so for all of those reasons, I have to give I Care A Lot a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.